So, you just walked up to your car and found a parking ticket fluttering on your windshield? Yeah, I know. It is incredibly frustrating, but take a deep breath. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to break down the exact step-by-step procedure for resolving a Little Rock parking ticket without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. No long lines, no digging for stamps, just a completely seamless digital process.
Nobody likes seeing that dreaded slip of paper tucked under their wiper blade, right? It can honestly ruin a perfectly good day downtown. But before you stress out about how to get this fixed, I am here to show you the absolute easiest way to handle it. You can literally settle your fine in just a few clicks from home.
Because think about it. Traditionally, dealing with the ticket meant one of two really annoying things. You either had to hunt down a checkbook and a stamp while making sure not to accidentally mail cash, or you had to physically drive all the way down to the municipal court building at 600 West Markham Street in the middle of a workday. Well, we are going to completely bypass that frustrating old method and use the secure digital solution that's open 24/7. To make this as painless as possible, we'll follow a quick 5-step roadmap. Hassle-free resolution, locating your ticket info, accessing the correct portal, the online payment process, and finally, confirmations and tips. Okay, let's dive straight into step 1, hassle-free ticket resolution, starting with a scenario we can all relate to. Imagine you park downtown to grab a quick coffee with a friend on Markham Street. The conversation was great, but you walk back to your car and boom, an overtime meter violation. Suddenly, that's the most expensive coffee you've had all week. Your first instinct might be panic, but honestly, this is exactly the kind of everyday problem the city's online portal was built to solve efficiently.
Moving right along to step 2, locating your ticket info and exactly what you need to pull from it.
So before you even open your laptop, you need to extract some specific data directly from that physical slip of paper. You're definitely going to need to enter your first and last name. Then, to avoid any system timeouts or input errors, make sure you have either the exact citation number printed on the ticket itself, or alternatively, your driver's license or state ID number along with your date of birth. All right, step 3, accessing the correct portal. And this is all about avoiding scams and confusion. Now, this is a massive potential pitfall you really need to avoid: jurisdictional differences. A ticket issued by the City of Little Rock is handled entirely differently than one from the UAMS campus or the Clinton National Airport. For example, the airport uses a QR code scanning system on their tickets, while UAMS has its own separate billing portal for its $25 fines. So make absolutely sure you are navigating to the official portal that matches your ticket's authority. For standard City of Little Rock street parking, which has a base fine of $15, you want to type the official state court URL directly into your browser, pay.rcourts.gov. When you land at pay.rcourts.gov, you are securely using the official Arkansas Court System portal. This digital infrastructure is actually managed by the Information Network of Arkansas, or INA. It's a public-private partnership provided to the city at no direct cost, which is pretty cool. It's funded purely by those small transactional service fees you see when you make a payment, meaning you can rest assured your transaction is completely legitimate and safe from third-party scams.
Now for step 4, entering details and the payment process itself.
Let's look at how this builds into the actual payment flow. First, you just select the correct court from a drop-down menu. You're looking for Little Rock District or Traffic Court. Second, carefully input those details we gathered earlier, and seriously, double-check those digits for typos. Third, you will formally acknowledge the violation. And fourth, you process the financial penalty, which will include that small service charge we just talked about. Okay, pause for a second, because understanding step 3 is absolutely crucial. Paying online isn't just a simple financial transaction. By submitting your payment, it actually serves as your legal digital signature. You are officially pleading guilty and you are legally waiving your right to an in-person appearance in environmental court. If you actually want to contest the ticket, do not pay it online. You'll have to show up in court in person.
When it is time to check out, make sure you have the right payment method ready to go. The portal securely accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover cards. But keep in mind, the system does not support direct ACH bank transfers for these individual online payments. Oh, and just a quick reminder, if you ever do revert to the old mail-in method, absolutely never send cash.
Now, this number right here is incredibly important. You have exactly 30 days to resolve a standard meter violation before that base $15 fine escalates sharply to $50. The city uses this escalating schedule to encourage prompt payment, so whatever you do, do not procrastinate on this. And finally, step 5, confirmations and actionable tips to wrap this all up.
To ensure your payment went through without a hitch, always save your digital receipt. Sometimes these automated emails get filtered out, so if you don't see it, definitely check your spam folder. A great tip is to set a calendar reminder on your phone the literal second you get the ticket, so those 30 days don't slip by. Now, if the portal gives you an error, don't panic. It often just means the parking enforcement officer hasn't uploaded it to the state database yet. Give it a few days, and if it's still missing, call the court clerk directly at 501-371-4733.
And here is a brilliant little hack for those of you who use mobile parking apps. If you were wrongfully ticketed while using the Park Mobile app for on-street zones 17101 through 17467, the Park Mobile app itself can't actually dismiss the ticket. But you can use your digital email receipt from the app to prove you had an active session and dispute the citation directly with Little Rock Parking Enforcement. Just a quick heads up before we finish. Municipal policies, ordinances, and fine escalation periods can and do change over time. For instance, the city recently shifted from a 21-day to a 30-day escalation period. So always use this explainer as a helpful, evergreen guide, but verify specific details and current fine amounts directly on the official City of Little Rock website.
You know, it's pretty fascinating how a physical piece of paper on your windshield connects to this massive, self-funded digital infrastructure spanning state and local jurisdictions. As our cities get smarter, navigating these digital borders becomes just as important as navigating the physical streets. So we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever been caught in a wrong portal trap, like trying to pay a UMS ticket on the city site? Let us know how you navigated that digital red tape in the comments below. Thanks for checking out this explainer. Next time you see that ticket, you'll know exactly what to do.